Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ and this is a general reading for the sign of Taurus for the season of Astronomical Fall 2021 that started yesterday on September 22nd and will stay with us until the winter solstice on December 21st. Okay, it's a general reading that can apply to any area of life, so as always, listen with an open mind and take the messages as they resonate or as they feel relevant for you. Because it's an extensive reading for an extensive period of time, you may want to come back to it as the fall season progresses. The energies or the messages may become relevant or become applicable with time, okay? You also may want to check out the collective reading for the season of fall, because there are some massive shifts and very powerful energies. Great reading. So I posted that yesterday. So go ahead and check that out if that's something that interests you. And please remember, we're not trying to predict the future here, okay? We're doing an energy forecast to see what's up with Taurus in the fall season 2021 so that you can make the best out of that energetic potential, okay? We will start with this deck for some opening messages and then we will do some tarot for you. Taurus, season of Astronomical Fall 2021. What's up with you? Okay. Oh, you have the flamingo, so that must be a happy season for you. Just be your own unique, beautiful self. Only you can serve your soul purpose and fulfill your destiny. And the other one says, have a nice day. The sun is shining on the sky. Intersection of heaven and earth. Harmony between celestial and earthly. Okay, you can see this guy is looking at the horizon, the sun on the horizon, and it says the intersection of heaven and earth. So it's like you're looking at the horizon in your thoughts about something. Obviously this will be different for everyone, as this can relate to any area of your life. And it feels very relaxed, right? This guy came to this place with his off-road car. He's having fun, he's spending time with himself, but he's like on an adventure, right? Looking for something perhaps, or just relaxing, maybe like a holiday vibe, but in an adventurous spirit. And at the same time, there's something spiritual in this because of that intersection of heaven and earth. It's like perhaps you're looking for coming to that harmony between whatever is celestial for you and earthly, okay? Maybe between the needs, your earthly needs, and the needs of your soul, perhaps. Like for example, I don't know, looking for a job that not only pays you money but also satisfies your soul. And then this card with the flamingo says, just be your own unique, beautiful self. So it encourages you to follow that path of being true to yourself, right? So again, it even may be about this job, right? That perhaps you are not your true self there, but it can be a relationship, it can be about anything. Only you can serve your soul purpose and fulfill your destiny. So whatever it is that perhaps is that your soul is drawn to, okay? It's like it's your soul purpose, okay? Perhaps you feel that calling that is a little more than earthly because of that intersection of heaven and earth. It's almost as if you're on this adventure looking for answers deep within, okay? Like on a spiritual level. It's like a spiritual adventure for some. And also, when you are your true self, then there's the harmony between the celestial and the earthly, right? Between your earthly world and your soul. So in order for this harmony to happen, you need to become bravely your true self, okay, in whatever area of life. So you may be on an adventure during the fall season of looking or revealing your true self, looking for, but in an adventurous vibe, okay? I said he's on an adventure, like on holidays, and you know, flamingo immediately makes me think of holiday season, because of all those flamingos that people swim on, right? In the swimming pools, like on those happy pictures, okay? So, and it makes me think of that very relaxed holiday adventurous vibe, okay? So it really feels good. And this have a nice day, it's like almost saying that you really will have a good time in the fall season if you will allow yourself to embark on that adventure, okay? To allow yourself to hear your soul's calling and pursue it, whatever it is that your soul wants, okay? So let's see, we will be using the Star Tarot, and let's see how Taurus presents themselves in the season of fall 2021. How do you present yourself? Okay, what's up with you? That just flew out. We have the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, and Judgment. Nice. And the Devil at the bottom of the deck. And I feel that he's very relevant, so let's leave him. And I think for some reason, because those cards just flew out, I think they should be the other way around. Okay, that's what I think. Let's start with the Devil. So because it was at the bottom of the deck, it's like the overall energy surrounding you in the season of fall. And the Devil obviously doesn't bring any good feelings, right? But let's not be afraid of the Devil, because we can always overcome. The Devil is about freeing ourselves from any kind of toxicity, chains, blockages, limitations, obsessions, lies. This can be fear, temptations, okay, any kind of excess, maybe addictions for some. Any kind of toxicity, can be people, toxic energies, toxic surroundings, okay? Anything that keeps you stuck as a slave, okay? So something that definitely doesn't bring happiness. It's like nothing good can come out of this situation. It also represents inner demons. I said fear. Fear is something that holds us like in chains, right? In complete captivity. It makes it impossible to move forward when we are afraid of whatever, of the unknown, of a loss of something. It will be different for everyone. So toxic thinking, for example, but again, toxic relationships. It can be past traumas, so anything, for example, from childhood that was not healed. And this card is about freeing yourself from those chains, because the chains are always very loose and we can just take them off and go away. So in fact, even though the Devil represents that toxicity, it's ourselves who are keeping us stuck in that position, right? In that slavery, whether it's an addiction, for example. It always depends on us whether we want to pursue freeing ourselves. I always think, when I look at the Devil card, I think of the Lovers card, because it sums up to 6, which is the Lovers. And the Lovers is about choices, making choices from the place of love. And I think the reading for the last decade of September collective, I think it was love-based choices. It's a choice. It must be a choice made from the place of love in order to free yourself. So that decision to free yourself must be made from the place of your heart, and it doesn't have to be love towards anyone else other than you. Self-love, right? So decision made from the place of self-love, can free yourself from anything that the devil is to you. Again, it will be different for everyone, right? And that's why I think that the cards should have been the other way around than I originally placed them. Because we have the Judgment and other major arcana, and this is a call to awakening, a wake-up call, okay? You are being called to return to life. The energy of the devil is no life. That's limitation, that's toxicity, that's feeling bad, feeling down. With the Judgment card, that's the card, the call to awakening. It's like a phoenix rising, a very victorious awakening that is available, okay? But it requires you to face your past, take responsibility or make peace with whatever happened and let it go, okay? A spiritual awakening as well. This card says, hear the call and act upon it, okay? This is the high time because it's the wake-up call. It always heralds improvements, but you need to answer that call and act upon it. New way of life. You are being called to a new way of life. It's almost as if, I don't want to put it that way, but it may be relevant for someone, that it's almost like it's the last call. Like it's the last moment for you to leave that past behind, or otherwise you will just keep dragging it behind you forever. It's a very spiritual card, especially in this deck. You can see this guy, I think it's a guy, it doesn't matter, a shaman, right? We have an eagle and we have a bear, two powerful spirit animals, shamanic animals. So it's really spiritual or profound. It doesn't have to be a spiritual awakening per se, okay? Again, it can apply to any area of life, but whatever it applies to, it will feel profound, like an ascension. If you only act upon this call to be your unique, beautiful self, to allow yourself to leave the baggage and whatever you're carrying from the past that is keeping you down and keeping you stuck in this energy. Leave it behind, especially fear. With the Four of Wands, again we have bear, right? So you may want to check the meaning of a bear, spirit animal. There may be an additional message for you, but the Four of Wands typically is a card of creating stable foundations, like solid ground for the future, okay? It can be a card of ceremonies. It can even like represent a marriage. But primarily it's about creating those stable foundations for the future. See how abundant this is. It's like very rich, colorful, fruitful, right? It's like the future is abundant for you. But first you need to lay those solid foundations for that future. And that is where the Judgment comes into play, and the devil. So you need to take the call to free yourself, so that your future can look like this. Be colorful, be fruitful, be juicy, okay? It feels happy. It feels free. It's in nature, right? So you need to take steps towards it. You need to pursue it. Because then you have the Ten of Cups, and Ten of Cups is a card of the ultimate emotional fulfillment. It shows a couple, or even like a family with a children. But it doesn't have to be about marriage. Again, for someone it may be relevant because of the Four of Wands. So for some of you this is relationship related, a relationship that has potential to end up as a marriage. But something needs to be freed up first. Maybe some third party, some codependencies, or previous relationships that needs ending. But for a lot of you, it's just about laying solid foundations for your future, meaning leaving fear, freeing yourself from whatever holds you down, whether it's related to your job, the place you live perhaps, or your health. Can be about how you treat yourself, those addictions, any unhealthy habits. This is the ultimate emotional fulfillment, okay? And it's available for you. There's nothing to be afraid of when the devil card shows up. It just highlights the need for you to free yourself up. Okay? And you have the power and the resources to do so. By resources, I don't mean money, I mean emotional resources, okay? Strength, faith, hope, self-belief, you have that. Even if you doubt, you do have that. Just be your own unique, beautiful self, okay? Connect with your soul. Listen to what your soul says. Like really with the judgment. Like really ask yourself, take some time out. What does your soul want? Only when you know what it wants and you start pursuing it, only then you can get there to that ultimate fulfillment. If you only think about it and doesn't do anything, nothing will happen, right? The call to action is for you to take for you to take action. You have to free yourself. Maybe it's just as easy as believing that you are free. I want to start with this one. You have glory, glory. Someone else had that, I think Cancer. Practice leads to mastery. Mastery brings you closer to the divine. Now, closer to the divine, that intersection of heaven and earth, right? But practice. You need to, there is something that you need to practice, work on. Maybe freeing yourself from whatever is holding you down, okay? You will know what that means for you. When making big decisions, do your best to take your emotions out of the equation. Your mind will serve you better. That's what may be holding you back, your emotions. The path to joy begins with contentment. Take the first step. I said you have to take action, right? So I'll leave it there, Taurus. I am wishing you a great fall season. If you enjoyed the reading, please consider liking, subscribing. I hope to see you soon. And until then, please take care of yourself. Bye.